I was involved with Shetland Youth Voice, the Scottish Youth Parliament and UK Young Ambassadors. Shetland Youth Voice, I was the chair of that forum and I engaged in a lot of consultation of local young people. Scottish Youth Parliament, I was the member for Shetland, and again that role involved a lot of consultation and working on local projects. And for UK Young Ambassadors, I represented Scotland on a European level, but I had a lot of support locally. I think generally what was the best thing about my involvement was growing so much from being in the Youth Parliament. I think that was the thing that I invested in the most and the thing that I got the most out of, and I really felt like I was supported to go as far as I wanted to go, and I built a lot of skills for myself, but I also feel like I did a good job at representing people, and I was elected to the board of the organisation, and I feel like I did a good job of working on a national level as well as representing Shetland's young people. Youth work helped me grow as an individual. I really feel that when I was moving into my career, I had a lot of experiences and skills that could back me up when I was applying for jobs. I'm a trainee solicitor at the moment, and I feel like a lot of the experiences that I was exposed to while I was involved with youth work really prepped me in a way that other applicants and my fellow students at university just hadn't had the opportunity. And I felt like it was quite easy for me to stand out and to bring something a little bit different to the table. I also think I got the opportunity to mix with a lot of different people, a lot of different young people and a lot of different decision makers. And I had the opportunity to feel like I was believed in and I was supported, and that's a lot of young people don't get that, and I really appreciated that as I grew up a little bit, and you realise that that's a really valuable thing to have. I think it's important to continue to invest in youth work because Shetland's young people are so crucial to the community, and the youth service here really has developed itself into being something exceptional. I think not only do young people, when they're invested in, grow as individuals, but they really do contribute to their communities, their schools, and I think it's important that we make well-rounded young people so they can turn into well-rounded adults and really become active members of society that understand why they have to support the next generation and really know their worth and their value and feel like they can achieve their full potential. I think it absolutely changes lives. I feel like, particularly when you're a teenager, if you lack focus, sometimes it can be difficult to really know what you are capable of and where you want to go. It can be quite a confusing time, and I know that a massive focus of my teenage years was working with youth work, and I really felt like I gained an awareness of things around me that I wouldn't otherwise have engaged with. And I also think that having a really solid skill set to lean back on as you move into what is, particularly for me, a competitive market is really, really invaluable. I genuinely don't believe that I would have a lot of the friends that I am still very close with today. I wouldn't have my degree. I got a first in my degree, and I fully realised that is because I understood how to work hard and how to really go for something and push myself. And I also, most importantly, think I wouldn't have my job. I'm a trainee solicitor, and when I was applying, there was hundreds of applicants for a very small amount of jobs, and I was very lucky to have gotten a job with a very, very good firm. And it was fed back to me that my CV stood out because of all of the experience that I'd gotten through my work with youth work. I would really appreciate an opportunity to say thank you to everybody who supported me, because I think so often when you're involved in youth work, you finish your involvement, whether gradually or as it was with me, I ended my term with the Youth Parliament in particular, and there isn't really a chance to reflect on what's gone on. And I feel like a lot of the time with youth work, the benefit doesn't actually become apparent until quite a bit later, and I think it took me a couple of years to realise the full extent and how many different ways that I had benefited from it. I often reflect on what happened to me, and I think about just odd things that I did, you know, being on a government commission feeding into legislation, and I just think that is absolutely insane that I got that opportunity, and I am thoroughly grateful for every single person who supported me, and it really did build me as a person to get the positive feedback that I got and to really feel like I wasn't afraid to speak up about things that I disagreed with, or to really fight the corner for young people. Everybody was so receptive of that, and that's something that doesn't happen for everybody or in every community, and it's a real strength of Shetland. And I would say a huge thank you to everybody who works in the youth work team, but also the wider community that continue to support them and really see the value in what they do.